I'm Michelle Manriquez from Drop That Brush, and I want to help people who are non-artists become artists. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Let's check out Mineral Violet. People have told me you must have this. I've got some pretty colors in the violet range. I want to see what the difference is. I'm curious. M grams Mineral Violet. I don't have a spot. So if I really like it, then I have to figure out what I'm going to do with it, which I'm not totally sure. This does granulate. I have a Schmincke Quin Purple, but it doesn't granulate. So maybe that will be the difference between this one and that. We'll see. This is a honey-based pigment. You know, I do this because I enjoy it. And it's the reddest of the violets. Supposedly this is a true, what we call a true purple. This is a granulating pigment. Oh, it's pretty. Let's see what it dries. Be interested. It looks very much similar as my Schmincke Quin Purple. And so I'm real curious at the end. I will do a little test. I'm just going to try to get total chowder. Anyway, it does. Okay, I can't paint, I swear, and talk. Can you guys talk? Manganese Violet is semi-transparent. There you go, I've got the T strength. It's a bluish violet, and it's the reddest of the violets, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm looking at that and thinking, what does that mean? Supposedly, it is closest to a true purple than anything else. It's a strong, nearly pure violet, bluer than Quin Violet and redder than Cobalt Violet. Okay, we'll see about that. Do we buy that? It's light, fast. It's highly intoxic. If inhaled, please don't inhale your paints. This is not a good thing. I can tell you right from without even trying. That's not a good thing. This has Manganese Violet P16. Okay, definitely pretty in the cream in the milk. I'm even thinking the chowder may be okay. But I'm looking, I can already see some of the granulation. Now it says it's semi-transparent. Let's see if we get any kind of, I have to wait till it dries. So we'll come back and look at the opacity. So the fun stuff, let's go mix it up. My favorite thing. All right, I only have one cool yellow, which is Azo Nickel, which I just really like. And so, you know, I just go for it. And I'm going to make it kind of thick because, yeah. See, it's got a pretty color. I can get a really light and the darkest kind of yellow that I can, which is amazing. I am making it kind of more of a milk consistency. Ooh, do you guys see what I did? Wrong side. Oh, that's going to do fun things. Hang on a second. Okay, I love my life. Do you love your life? I love my life. Let's do it on the right side, okay? Where it says cool yellow. All right, so even if it's gonna look weird, you can look at there and you can see what it should look like. It should be about a milk range. And that's going to affect how it looks. Sorry about that. You can see the pretty color. Oh my God. And I'm looking at what's going on in my palette. It's quite pretty, actually. Okay. It's easier if I do this at the, so I'm just going to go over here. There you go. That's kind of a pretty, that reminds me of sand. I like sand. And I really don't like that. Okay, here we go. Make sure it's juicy and wet. Okay, let's go on this side. I just want a little bit more. Just want to see what it does. Oh yeah, that does pretty things. That would be a nice background. You could easily do that, and it would have lights and darks. That works. And it certainly granulates. See, not everything granulates. And this is a non-granulating color that this, you can see it's not, but immediately it does granulate. Let's go ahead and do a warm, just a normal warm yellow. See, I think that's really pretty. Cracks me up. We're gonna take the darkest color and we're gonna put it in this. So it makes sure it doesn't overwhelm. I really don't like the yellow. The yellow's direct contrast. It's when as it's drawing, it's kind of not that pretty. Let's go the other way. Yeah, and that's that color and kind of ugly. Okay, I'm not throwing, that isn't killing me. I'm never liking that. Now let's go warm red. Coral. I really like coral. Coral is one of my favorite colors. Just pretty. And because I use it a lot, I really have the opportunity. I like to check it out. I don't want it too thick, but I do want it thicker than I was using. Anything? Just want to make it, I want to make a difference. I'm going to do it the other way. Should have went the other way. Oh, that's an interesting color. And because of the granulation, that's going to be, that was interesting. I actually think that was more like that. I think that should have been first. This is a great opportunity to check out your colors, to learn your colors. Let's go ahead and let's do glazing. You know, I'll tell you, almost everything you mix with coral comes out really pretty. I don't know why. What I want to know is it going to granulate? Because the other one granulated. So I'm just going to add a little bit more movement. Move it around a little bit. Oh yeah, this is pretty granulating. Oh yeah. Wouldn't that be a cool background? Wouldn't that look good in a flower? I don't know. Will this be something I need in my palette? The only reason I might want it is this granular effect. Cool red. Let's go with, and I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to before I start get it all mucked up, let's go ahead and start the bleeding first, because this is going to be pretty. And they're very similar. Look at that. They're so similar. So far, not impressed. All right, that is, it says semi-opaque. Not. All right, warm blue. Okay, I'm gonna use my good old, you can never go wrong with cobalt. Gotta clean it a little bit. It's a little dirty. I paint, I use my paints, I make messes. Yep. I do not think this is a good mixing color. So far, everything I've checked, it kind of is ugly. Yeah, that's a pretty color. My blue jean color, I use that all the time. I've got a couple of them that make that. I'm gonna go with my very basic. Sometimes that does make a difference. Sometimes I pick weird ones because I want to know. I'm also curious if this would have been better if I'd gone Aussie. But at least it has an idea that it's probably not what I'm gonna want. that beautiful? Isn't that a pretty color? Oh, I love that. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking to myself, okay, how would I use this? What would be why would I need that in my palette? You know, it's a standalone color. It's quite gorgeous. It's not ugly. But the minute I mix, I get yucky things going on. I'm not sure I like that at all. I don't think it's a good glazer, but I'm gonna try one more time just to see if I can get anything else that maybe it really makes it prettier. Let's see how it lifts. Look at that lift. This is definitely more than semi-transparent. That's absolutely is semi-opaque. This lifts so nicely. I don't think this is a glazing color at all. And frankly, I just don't like the color. If it mixes with things, it's not very pretty. And I'm into pretty. I'm going to just run through my violets just so you can kind of see what they look like. So these are all different. They definitely, and I'm just going to do this. I'm going to make a big swipe and just kind of look at it. Is this different? To me, this looks just like, or very similar to this one. So I definitely would not buy this. I don't think it mixes well. I don't think it looks really pretty, but it is, let me see if this has granulation. This does not granulate. This does. So if you're into granulation, yeah, you might like that one better than that. But I would certainly do one or the other. Schmincke Quin Purple is basically very, very similar as Mineral Violet. I'm going to check the PV number and see if it's the same. So I personally would never use it, but you got a chance to check it out and you didn't have to pay. So that's a good thing. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.